Hello.
Welcome to another episode of
B.L.A.S.T TV.
Yeah.
Why are you so loud today?
Oh, I'm pumped, baby.
Welcome to B.L.A.S.T TV. We are located at Bethel Evangelical Baptist Church.
Yes.
I am your host, Janika Flourishes.
Janika.
And we have Brother Kivy on my left,
Yes.
to your right.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to B.L.A.S.T TV, building lives around sound truth. This is a podcast, a live podcast that is gearing for our young people.
Young adults. Yup.
Youth. If you are young, this is for you.
So today, we're going to recap all the great talks from our episodes we've had so far. Thank you to everyone that has participated. However many more videos we are blessed to upload, we all pray our content continue to speak truth and give our youth the right knowledge to progress with God throughout their lives. Enjoy.
To B.L.A.S.T TV.
Blah, blah, blah.
Brother Kimmy, if you make these sound effects this whole time, we're going to have problems.
B.L.A.S.T TV.
B.L.A.S.T TV. If you guys
Yes.
don't know what B.L.A.S.T means, it's basically building lives around sound truth. And our truth is the Bible, the Holy Bible.
The Holy Bible, yes. B.L.A.S.T TV.
B.L.A.S.T TV. All right, so we have different parts in the show that we're going to be doing stuff. We're so excited. This is our first one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little nervous, but not too nervous. Are you nervous, Brother Kevin?
Well, ever since I was born in front of a camera, so I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
So this is what we're going to have to deal with this whole day. Like, I promise y'all, this is Brother Kimby with his silly jokes. Stop clapping. What you clapping for?
They love when I clap.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so.
My life. But even though I see the topic, the best day of my life, but it's not going to be really my life, but it's going to be Sister Janika's life. So, Sister Janika, that's the topic.
Touche.
Yeah. So, what was the best day of your life?
Well, my life hasn't ended yet, thank God. So, as of right now, since the day I was born, I have a lot of best days of my life.
Okay.
But one of the best day of my life was the day I got married.
Wow. Where's the ring?
Well, it's my wedding band. Right?
Okay, good.
Sorry.
Good. Separate your wedding day from any other day. Like, because, I mean, you know what? You could have picked a day in your childhood. You could have picked a day, I don't know. But you decided to choose your wedding day. What separate that day from any other day?
I truly believe that was the day I became a woman. Right?
Schneiden, why not?
Because when God created man,
Yes.
he created man to be with a woman.
Correct.
They came from the womb. And I've always wanted that. I've always wanted to be someone's wife. Right? I've always wanted to have a family. So I felt like going back to the Bible, I became a woman the day I got married. And I really did. I became somebody's wife. I had to wake up, cook, clean, and have my own. I was literally separated from my mom's house, and I became.
So her name is basically, let's go with the name first. Sister Valerie.
Okay, Sister
Valerie
Valerie.
Dantus.
A really wonderful singer, a very nice praise and worship
Yeah,
leader.
she did something that, you know, at did you watch it like I don't know how many people have seen it.
Me and my daughter has TikTok, and it's a family TikTok, so we do a lot of TikTok videos. I've seen.
And because of that,
Wait.
she inspired us to bring this.
My gosh! Yes, you guys, see it correctly.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if you could do it.
You see it correctly.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if you could do it.
Correctly.
Do the camera get it? Is the camera getting it?
The camera is getting it.
All right, I want to see if.
You guys, please excuse us, okay? Brother Kimmy brought this up, and I was like, hey, let's do it.
Yeah, all right. So, and I'll probably bring Fred on stage, too, to come and try it out.
Fred.
So, the way that she was doing it, it was,
Okay.
I don't know if I could do it right. Make sure you don't mess it up, all right?
All right, we'll mess it
Make
up.
sure you don't mess it up, all right?
Let's go.
He was like,
Wait.
he was like,
Wait.
hey,
Hey.
hey,
Hey.
hey,
Hey. Hey.
hey, B.L.A.S.T.
Deux.
B.L.A.S.T.
4
blis 4.
Huit.
You divisé par 8.
Oui.
You messed up.
No, I didn't. But forgive me, I didn't mess up.
I feel like you messed up.
Okay, try it again. Oh
Because
my
I think
God.
she had to like something like
Okay,
that.
fine. I'll go. But I like the "woi" part.
Okay, all right. Let's try it again.
Okay, let's try it again.
Y'all ready? All right.
I'm ready. Wait. Wait.
B.L.A.S.T.
Deux.
B.L.A.S.T.
4
4 blis 4.
Huit.
8 divisé par 8. 8 plus 8.
Oui.
No, you're supposed to say 16. No, you're supposed to say 7.
Oh, sorry.
Ah.
We're doing it again.
All right, one last time. Just one last time, right?
Oh, this is a
One
lot
last
of
time.
energy, brother Kenvi.
All right, one last time.
Okay,
All right,
let's go.
Hopefully she get it. All right.
Okay, let's go. Hi. Wait.
B.L.A.S.T.
Deux.
B.L.A.S.T.
4
4 plus 4.
Huit.
You do
Look. See, last time. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't mess up, brother Kenvi messed up.
We'll stop right here.
Okay,
We'll
good.
stop right
Good. Throw some hearts if you guys like that. If you guys want to see more of our craziness. How do you be creative at home?
Yeah. But I mean, I do some stuff. I think like, when it comes down, to book work, that's when my creativity comes in.
Okay.
And when it comes down to leadership, institutions, like, I could look at institution or organization from outside and look at, things that could have been done better. So I think that's where my creativity kicks in.
So you're like, you use your creativity where to help people
Yes.
be better leaders.
Be better leaders and be better leaders.
Right. Because you could see a leader and you could see their potential and you could literally lead them in the right path.
Yes, all I have to do is basically spend a day with somebody,
Really?
and I could already see what's their strength and weakness, and I could just pick up from where their weaknesses are and give them little tips how they can improve in their strength.
And you're able to put it on paper and go from beginning
Yes.
to end on paper
Yeah.
on the things that
I'm
they
a
could
paper
do.
guy. I'm a paper
Ah.
guy.
I hate paperwork. I don't like paper
I'm a
trail.
paper
I don't
guy,
like none of that stuff.
Yeah, so I'm a
If
paper
everything
guy.
could be online and on computer, that's me.
Yeah. So that's that's me. But sometimes I question what makes someone creative. What makes somebody creative?
Or what it is to be creative. What it does mean to be what does that word creative mean?
Yeah. I mean, does it have to do with like, do you have to use your brain, or like how do we look at it? Creativity.
I look at it in a way where in order for you to be creative, you have to have a mindset of out of the norm. Like, this is not normal for me. So something that's not normal for you is your creative flow, if that makes sense.
Correct.
Like, if I ask you to change a light bulb, now, if you know you 4'4" and you won't reach the light bulb, you have to use your creative juice to change the light bulb, right?
Yeah.
Either get on a step stool or a ladder, or even use one of those trash pickup things and try to reach it to get the light bulb out. We all are creative as long as we get out of our comfort zone, if that makes sense. Like you being a leader in leadership, I'm sure in the beginning you didn't know that your passion was leadership.
No, I did not know that.
You didn't know that. So you had to get out of your comfort zone and was like, okay, let me take this leadership thing for a run. And you're really good at it.
Yeah.
So I think being creative, like the word creative is being out of the norm, out of your comfort zone, is where that creativity comes from.
When you face, for some reason or not, I don't know if somebody's watching this right now, if you will agree with me, but every time that you are upset, when I say upset in a good way,
Okay.
like, you hate certain things, you don't like the way certain things run, but that's when you feel like, creativity coming. You be like, I can do this way.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
am I
yeah,
doing
yeah.
it with this way?
Yeah.
And so on. And I feel like there are some of you guys who's probably right now who probably in school, probably having a business right now, and there are certain things that you don't like. And I just want to challenge you right now. Maybe it's your spiritual walk with God. You're not satisfied with the way it is right now. And one thing that I want you to do is I want you to look at it. I want you to understand it. I want you to be like, you know what? There is another way I could do this. and I'm not gonna let the storm stop me. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna use it as a motivation to create something that wasn't there already.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's
Right? So it's not so much of who you are, it's what you was predestined to be, right? So that's what we're talking about, what you were predestined to be. Now, how do we embrace being what you're predestined to be is the question.
Yes, I mean, you know, it's not something that you can change, and I'm looking at this comment right there that speak a lot of volume when he said that, you know what, you're a naturalized American. Just the word that he used, Jermaine, like, you know, naturalized American. Yeah. It's like, I'm naturalized American, but it doesn't mean that God intended me to be American. Si te vle American, ta femme fait ici. Ou ta femme fait parents si American.
Yeah.
So I feel that, you know what, there are certain things that you do choose in life. Now, I could choose the car that I want, but there are certain things, it just happened that's c'est pas choisi. And because it's not you who choose it. So I think that you should embrace it with all your heart. You should definitely embrace it in a way that, you know, to lift you up in a way.
And what I noticed too is, I don't know if you could give any advice to anybody, any married couple, any family home. There's some families that are struggling also. And there's families where they don't know what to do with each other. They're really hating each other right now. What advice can you give to a young family in this day and age, in this time of quarantine? What advice can you give?
For a young family, you know, I would tell you to just take it back, you know, just kind of, you know, start over.
Yeah.
You know, stop. You know, especially if you guys were dealing with some, you know, personal issues. While it's good to, to try to target those issues one by one, but at the same time, just kind of start on a new page, and then don't try to dwell on the past so much. You know, try to focus on how you can, you know, move forward and, you know, get to know each other from a different level. And we all have habits, we all have, you know, ways, and, you know, nobody's perfect, especially in a marriage, you know, especially coming from two different households. So it's very important that, you know, try to start over and just be like, okay, honey, let's sit down and talk about how we can make this relationship better without dwelling so much on the past. You know, because the children are watching now. They're even more, you know,
they're really
you guys who are watching, where in Haiti is most popular for lalo? Kote mun lalo yo. There is a place in Haiti, like, you know what, it's very, like, I think
is it by the water?
It's sacred for lalo.
No, okay.
And every Haitian love lalo. Who doesn't like lalo?
I don't like lalo. It's too slimy.
Why?
I'm being truthful.
I think it's Peterson and JJ Mackie Paul. Yes, definitely Lati Bonit. I think it's like Go Naive. That's where you find lalo.
You know, there was a time where we had an uncle living in our house, and he would eat lalo for everything, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I literally cannot stand lalo. That's why I don't like lalo.
Lalo is the bomb. Lalo is sacred for Haitian. If you want to have a good Haitian wife, you know, make sure you give her some lalo. Okay. Yeah, lalo will attract them. Yeah.
Really? If you give me lalo, sorry, I'm gonna be like, next.
Actually, she probably want a Haitian man. What you need to do is give your men some lalo.
Some lalo. They got it states, I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble. But take heart, I have overcome the world.
Yes.
So in the Bible it's telling us God knew what was going to happen. God knew how the world was going to be. But if you do not take heart in Christ, if you do not take part in Christ, you're going to be trying to fight with the world instead of being conquerors in the world. Like, we are not here as Christians, as child of God. We are not here to just sit around and wait. No, we're here
to take action,
to take a stand, and to be great in our community in the now, because we are the now generation.
And you know, speaking of that, I can connect with what you're saying right now, because, you know, I remember about 3 years ago from Coconut Creek High School, you know, me as an educator over there, when we talk about we are conquerors, you know, the population, the Haitian population over there, man, is a lot at Coconut Creek High School, just like Fort Lauderdale High School, just like Dillard, you know, so many other places. But you know what? Taking the initiative, like we have this teacher, you know, she just came to, she was brand new to the school, and she was like, you know what, qui ça nous fait pour haïtien dans l'école ça là, and so on.
And she's a brand new teacher that came in.
Yes, and we take and she asked me, can I invest into this? Can I support her dream, because she wanted to do something for these young kids.
Okay.
And I lay a hand. And my whole point about it, I'm saying, is that, you know what, we initiate something in that school to challenge these young Haitian kids, these young high school students, to embrace their roots, to know their history, where they came from, and all of these things to me, and to also preach to them and to empower them, to let them know who they are, so they could stop playing the victim game, because the future of our community, the future of our nation, the future of the Haitian community is in this generation hands.
Definitely.
If we succeed, the community will succeed.
Yeah.
If we fail as individuals, our community will fail.
Yeah. And I think sometimes because of we being Haitians and dealing with our Haitian family, dealing with Haitian people, a lot of people will say it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I think anything that anything that we do is not meant to be easy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be hard. There's a lot of youth, a lot of young people that leave the Haitian churches, they leave the Haitian community because it's hard to deal with their own people. And I think if they would just stand firm with Christ, though, don't stand firm by yourself, stand firm with Christ, I think they can overcome any challenges that these people are bringing forth towards them. About as Christian conquerors.
Yes.
What does it look like?
The reason why there are so many things going wrong, whether it's in Haiti, in this world, in this community, I blame part of it because of the church. We are doing church to bring people into our own building, but we are not doing church to make sure that the community is changing or empowering our youth, empowering our people in the community. We do church just to bring people in. So if we say our church have 1,000 people, 10,000 people, 500 people.
Oh, so we're just doing church for the numbers.
Yeah, for the numbers, for the building. Out of all the pastors who's watching, out of all the youth leaders who's watching, you know what? When was the last time you did a seminary? When was the last time you did something where you educate your people financially?
There's a lot of black businesses out there, and we refuse as black people to support our black businesses. And I don't understand why. Like, keep the money within your community. You know what they do, Brother Kenvi? Let me get a discount. What do you mean, let me get a discount? If you was to go to the white people, like, would you be able to give a discount? No, you can't go. The only place you could go and ask for a discount and they'll give you a discount is Timashi.
That's true. That's true.
That's the only place you could go and ask for a discount and they'll give you a discount is Timashi.
Because, we cannot say we are conquerors, just talk.
Yeah.
It's a mindset.
Yeah.
It's a mindset. You stop playing the victim. You stop playing small. And you have a mentality that, you know what, we are going to win. And if we're going to win, you got to have a strategy.
Yeah.
And if you're going to have a strategy, then everybody have to play their role.
Yeah. Can I finish the question? The best Haitian bakery to buy Haitian pate.
Sunrise Bakery.
She said Sunrise. Brother Kimmy, what you say?
Well, I got to support my cousin, Brothers Bakery.
So wait, you're not saying that's your favorite. You're just saying that you support it.
No, he does good. He does good. His stuff
what's
is awesome.
He's not saying it's favorite, y'all.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
That's your favorite? What is it, Brothers Bakery?
Yeah, but before Brothers Bakery, because they just came to business like about 2-3 years ago, but it was always Sunrise Bakery.
Oh, where's Brothers Bakery?
It's Sunrise somewhere in Enver, Oakland Park in Enver.
No, that's too far.
Yeah, that's
Somebody
where
said Cecil Lunch Bakery.
Cecil Lunch
Best
Bakery.
Broward, the one in Broward.
Hold on. What about those people who's watching? What is your favorite?
Oh, true. We didn't engage our people. What's your favorite? Drop your favorite Haitian meal.
Drop a comment.
Drop your comment. Your favorite Haitian meal. The best place to buy Haitian pate.
You will see Sunrise Bakery pop up.
You think you?
Nobody's gonna.
Sunrise Bakery.
That's if they live in Fort Lauderdale. What if they're not even in Fort Lauderdale?
I know.
They have to come down to Fort Lauderdale.
I know a lot of
Sunrise Bakery.
But I know a lot of Broward people that go to Miami.
Really?
I don't know what's the bakery in Miami name.
Pima Book?
Is it Pima Book?
It probably is Pima Book.
It's not
Pima Book Bakery.
No, Pima Book don't have a bakery. Is it Pima Book Bakery?
They
got a restaurant. Not
They
a
do.
bakery.
Yes, he does. He does.
Yes, I went there before.
He does.
Yeah.
He has Pima Book Bakery.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just one bakery.
It depends what type of meat is in it, though.
Really?
Yes.
I like goat meat, but not
Cabrite?
Yeah, cabrite.
So you like tassel?
I like kebab.
I love tassel. I like tassel. I like You like KBF?
Yeah.
Ew! Oh my god!
You tripping? KBF is so good.
And Lalo go in the same category, slimy.
Oh,
Ew.
that's the best part. That's the best part.
Anything slimy is disgusting.
Really?
Yes.
No.
Yes. It goes. You like KBF?
Yeah.
No, I don't like KBF kalalu.
When my wife cook it, I
I
love
don't like halal.
But you like kalalu.
it. When my
That's
wife
two
cook
different
it.
things, though.
No, I don't like kalalu.
My wife usually do it with crabs.
What, KBF?
Yeah.
And crabs? Oh, that's a weird mixture. That's
What?
soft and hard. Like, oh no, that's a weird mixture. Like the
It's
crab
good.
legs. Really?
Yeah, it's good.
I've never tried KBF with crabs. Never.
Try it.
Try it. I have to try it. I'm
All right.
gonna
Or next
make-
time when
yeah,
you come to
tell
my
you
house,
what.
come. Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. All right. So last question before we end. What is your favorite Sunday Spirit song or gospel song?
Shut Espanol 38, the Creole one. That's the best.
Oh, she
What
said
does it
the
say?
whole number.
Shut Espanol
Yeah, what-
38, Creole.
What does it say?
What does it sing? Yeah.
Come on.
Sing the song. Yes. You gotta
Yes.
sing the song.
Okay, it go like this.
We can't even hear you.
Sing it. Don't you even know the word?
I have to hear it to sing along with it. So don't
What is it?
do me.
It's Paquita.
Yes.
There you
go. See, I want to do the dun 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 part.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
okay.
good. That's good.
Brother K, what's your favorite Sunday Spirit
Oh,
song?
me? Oh. I like, I have a lot.
Go ahead.
But what about 100? 100 créole chant d'espérance.
What's song Creole?
Les Jésus mourit sous Calvaire.
Les Jésus mourit sous Calvaire.
I don't like that. I don't like that one. I don't like that
No, you like it slow?
one. I like Les Jésus mourit sous Calvaire, especially during last scène, you know.
Wait, how do you sing? How do you sing?
It's slow.
Les Jésus mourit sous Calvaire.
No.
Les
Les
Christ-
Jésus
Too slow.
mourit
That's-
sous
I like the fast
Calvaire.
one. There you go.
That's so
All right. Hey, Peterson, Saint-Ville, Honora, I see you watching. Noël Antoine, we see you, man.
What's your
All right.
favorite Sunday Spill song? That's very important. Let's see. What's my favorite Sunday Spill song? I don't know no numbers. I don't know nothing like that. Do I have a Sunday Spill song? I have some, but I don't know the numbers.
Just sing it.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I can't sing it either.
You have to go. We did sing.
Okay,
so-
I have a favorite Creole song.
Okay, that
Okay.
works.
My favorite Creole song is Papa Bon.
Oh, that be hitting.
pity to you.
That's good.
Oh, yeah?
When you hear the little bass in it,
We could talk about accomplishments and what it looks like, but the one step closer, what does it feel like? Like, it's not easy to accomplish anything. I don't know how you feel about it, but for me, it is not easy for me to accomplish anything. I remember a time where I just wanted to achieve a certain goal. And during the time of me achieving that certain goal, there was so much backlash from my parents. There was so much backlash from people that I knew. There was so much backlash from people that I thought was going to encourage me. It's either, I don't know if it's that they didn't want me to do the certain thing, but they were giving me a hard time behind it. And I think because of them not seeing the end goal or the end result, that's why they were giving me a hard time behind it.
Like, what do you mean they were giving you a hard time?
Like
what
they're
would
like,
they do?
oh no, you shouldn't do this. It's not going to be good for you. It's not going to be that. Here, I'll give you a prime example.
Okay, good.
You ready for it? Being married at 22. Being married at 22.
Okay.
I kid you not. A lot of people was like, you should not get married so young. And I'm just like, but why not? That was the purpose where God made me to become a wife, to become a woman, so that I could bear children and multiply and multiply and multiply and grow.
Be
so
fruitful
why,
and multiply.
Be fruitful and multiply. So why not get married so young? No, you shouldn't be young. You shouldn't be young. You shouldn't be young. No. And I'm just like, but why not? If God is in it, why shouldn't I do it?
But let me ask you this though. Even though that's not the topic.
That's
but
not the topic. I'm just
wanna-
saying an
I just wanna give it-
accomplishment that I did and that it was
Getting
difficult. Yeah, it was a difficult task because of people backlashing behind it. My family friends. They were like, "You're crazy. Your life is just ended." And I'm just like, "What? How is my life ending because I'm getting married so young?" Sorry,
But let me ask you this, because there's probably some young adults, I don't know, some teenagers who's watching this.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Some parents who's watching right now.
Oh,
and
yeah.
what would you say to them, like as far as like age of getting married? What would you say about that? Why if somebody want, they're 18, they be like, I feel like I should get married. 19, like what age you think is reasonable? Because you said they attack you for 22. But what you think
I think something that I would say to them is seek pastoral guidance. Seek pastoral counseling.
Yeah.
And truly talk to your pastor about it. And let your pastor know where your heart is. And let your pastor dissect the relationship. Because before we got married, we seeked counseling behind it. So I think seek a pastoral guidance behind getting married so young.
Yeah, but who you think should make that decision at the end of the day?
That's a hard one, Brother Kivi. I want to say parents, but then again, your parents could be like, "No, upa mai kunyala." So I don't know.
Does not allow racism. And remember, that Christ died on the cross for us. We should not be another man's property. All right. And when people see us, when I see a white person, I see a brown person, I see an Asian person, I see my brothers and sisters in Christ. I don't see another person that I like. Oh, that's my property right there.
Yeah.
I don't look at somebody and be like, you should be my slave, or you should be this. Because of your nationality or because of your race. And these are the kind of conversation that the church, we need to encourage for the pastors to make sure that when they preach on Sundays, whichever day that they preach, they minister, or they do Bible study with their church, to encourage their congregants that racism is not allowed. Because there's a lot of things that's going on, and basically, I think that we've been too silent on it, and that's my thing.
I think churches has been too silent on it, but that's why we are here on this podcast. We will not be silent. I will not be silent. Sorry, but we will not be silent. We want to make sure that we know what's going on in the world, and we're not making a blind eye to it. That's what a lot of churches do. They do a blind eye to it. They know something's going on, but instead of talking about it, they turn a blind eye to it.
What do you guys think? What does success look like? Because if I have the money, if I have the car, if I have a great job, because as people graduating now, Sophoni, and they going to college, and I'm pretty sure they want to get, they're going to go trying to get a bachelor degree or associate degree and trying to start making their $40,000 a year. And some of them,
get that money quick.
Yeah. Or some of them are going to be making six figures.
Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, six figures, making $100,000 a year or more, or whatever. Does it make them? Can I call myself successful? If you're making a lot of money, you have all the things in the world, does it mean that you are successful? What does it look like?
I feel like success, everybody has their own definition for success. That's how I feel. Just because you have a lot of money doesn't mean you're successful. Are you getting the money the right way? Like, did you actually work hard for it? Because I think if I want to be successful, I need to work really hard to get to my aim, my ending end goal. In order for me to be successful, I think I need to be on my deathbed looking at everything I did.
Oh, yo, that's your deathbed.
Yes, looking at on my deathbed, looking at everything I did and say I did everything I wanted to do. It's not accomplishments. I would say it's accomplishments because I accomplished everything and it all turned into
a success.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Your thought, Deline?
I agree with Sophoni. Everyone has their definition of success, right? And how can I say this? To me, success is you must feel successful to be successful. That's just how I see it.
You must be what? Say that one more time because somebody didn't catch that. Okay.
In my eyes, you have to feel successful to be successful. If that makes sense.
So you're saying success is like a joy also.
Yes.
If you don't feel like you're successful, you're not successful.
Exactly.
Like a millionaire could have $1 million but don't feel like successful yet.
But I'm pretty sure there's somebody right now who's watching this podcast right now. As I know, you're trying to be an image of success. You want everybody to see that, you know what, the great things that God is doing in your life because of your vocation, because of your passion, because of what you're doing, right? I know you want everybody to see what God is doing in your life. But number one, what we told you today, you know what, you can never depict that image if you hold on to grudges. You will never be able to display what God is doing, all these great things that God has in store for you, if you're still holding on to the past. Something that I did to you, something that somebody else did to you. I don't know. You have to let it go. And once you let it go, you will be free. And just like the quote said, what if you fly? Because you know what? And there was one time I was preaching about this. I was saying that, you know what? There are times we hold on to stuff, even for new loop. You know what? Because in order for you to be a butterfly, for you to fly, you gotta be light. But when you have so much stuff, you become so heavy.
Yeah.
And because you are so heavy, even though you have the wings, you're trying to flop them, but you ain't going nowhere.
So heavy, yeah.
So one question that I have for you that's watching, you know, what are you willing to let go in order for 2020 or 2021 to be one of your best years? I know 2020 is kind of look best, but there are still people who are striving right now.
Yeah, right.
It's not bad for everybody. It's bad for some, but for some people, it's still striving. They are doing really well. So the question is, what are you willing to let go in order for you to maximize your potential? So talk to one of your...
That's a question.
Talk to your teenage girls.
They are watching you right now.
Yeah, like what can you tell them about not holding grudges? What would you tell them? Because y'all say y'all don't gossip. Y'all
honestly,
you know,
holding grudges is like, it's too much to keep up with. Like, it's gonna take up like all your focus. Like, you worrying about like, saying like, why you did this to me? Like, while it's other opportunities and like other things in front of you, like you missing out because you worried about that. It is what it is. Keep on, like just keep pushing.
She said, keep
let
moving,
go, let God.
Oh,
See?
let go, let God.
That's all
I like that. I like that.
Let go,
let God.
Yeah.
Get it.
Sister J, when we say, you know, how can the black community, how can their businesses, because that was something that Levon, he really focused on it last time a lot, when he was saying that, you know, how can we make sure that these businesses, they support the community and also generation that's coming so they can look up to them. And we say, number one, you know what, if you are a business owner, whatever that you do, you're growing at, you got to be a model so people can feel like, you know what, I have to copy what he or she is doing. Yeah, because you know what you're doing is very good. You're an expert at what you're doing. But I also think the second part of it is you have to be able to do outreach. You have to be able to do outreach. And the reason why we're saying you have to be able to give outreach is that there's a lot of people, they become rich. They profit from the black community. They profit from their own community. But guess what? They don't do anything for that community. So if we're going to say that, you know what, you're going to support this community and future generation, I think that at least you have to give back. And I think there's an author who wrote this. He'd be like, even if you don't give as much as you should, but just give at least what you receive. So I don't know your thoughts on this, but he's saying that, you know, at least give back to what you receive. At least you will make this world, a better community, a better Haitian community, a better Jamaican. I don't know, Africa. I don't know, wherever you are, any community that you are, and it's always good that you give back. And the Bible speaks a lot about that as far as giving back, helping others. And I think that's something that's wonderful. And one of the ways that you could give back is there's a lot of businesses from the other communities. They offer things like paid intern, co-op, where they will pay somebody to come in, and that person, and what's going to happen is that person is getting paid. Right? And as that person is getting paid, but learning. Also learning from the job.
Definitely. I think, and it's so funny because there's a lot of black businesses that are college students that can benefit from it. There's a lot of business that our college students could benefit from. And I know a lot of college students, they're like, Shanika, I'm looking for an internship. At this point, I don't even care if they pay me or not. I'm like, what? No, you want to put your value up there. You want them to pay you. You want them to, because at the end of the day, if you think about it, businesses, I'm talking to the businesses. If you have a paid intern and they're learning the ways of your business, they could become your employee.
Yeah.
So why not treat them the way they should be treated? Why not? So, man, please do paid internships and outreach. There's a lot of people out there that needs the internship. There is. One fear, one success. All right.
Yes,
so
one fear, one
Delene
success.
is first.
Oh, I may go. Okay.
Yes, you could go.
One fear is disappointing my parents.
Ooh.
Why? Because they've done so much, and just me like failing at something, it's just gonna be so sad. Like, dang. Yeah. One success. I'm already walking in my success, and that would be breaking generation, curses.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't be walking in it, and then when you die, it's still going on. Like, I'm stopping. So that's that. One fear, one success.
Very good
One fear, one
job.
success.
Very good job. Go ahead, Brother Kimby. It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. All right. So here's my greatest fear. Sometimes I struggle with it, but it's death. Did I steal yours?
Yes, you did. See, this is what I'm not gonna write my notes on here.
Yeah, fear is death.
One of the reasons why I say death is because when I look at my kids, and I see them, what they do at the house, I just want to make sure that, God preserve me so I could raise godly man, godly woman at the house. I just want to make sure that, before I'm gone, before I leave this earth, I prepare my son, my daughter to the best of my ability so that way they could be productive citizens. Because I see a lot of, people, a lot of kids like who raised up in homes without a father. I see how detrimental it is to these kind of kids. And they don't deserve what I'm seeing in their life, how they struggle with so many things. I'll just be honored if God allowed me to raise my kids so that way, before I'm gone, but I could see where they end there. I could see their graduation, whether it's college, it's them married and all of that. I just want to be able to live all of that. And the second reason why I say death is because I just want to be able, I feel that I haven't done enough for God. That, I just want that extra time, or not extra time, but I just want God to give me the possibility or the opportunity for me to fulfill my mission in this earth. So that's why I say that. And success, I think, is leadership. I think I do well with leadership. So far, I have not been able to join an institution where they go down. They always rise. So that's one thing that I'm proud of my record.
I guess he got a record. Sorry. I'm bitter right now because he done took my answer. But anyways, I'm going to still say my answer. So I have one fear, one success. My fear is death. But Brother Kevin said his death, his fear in a different way. My fear is not just, it's the act of death, like the thought of losing somebody. So I've had a lot of death in my family. So me hearing about death, knowing that death is going to happen is very hard. It's a touchy subject to a point where I don't like to get close to certain people. I don't like to get close to people because knowing that they could leave me at any time and any moment. So that's my fear, why death is my fear. That's why death is my fear, is losing the people that you love. And it's just like, why? Like, why? So that's my biggest fear, is death. My success is one of the success that I really do admire a lot is my marriage, because it's something that God wanted for us to do in the Bible, and it's something that He instilled He seen fit for me to do at such a young age. So I think marriage is one of my biggest success. It's to a point where I think me and my husband, we could write a book. Like, we could inspire other people to get married and tell them the ups and downs of marriage. So yeah, I told my husband our 10-year anniversary, which will be next year.
10th year, right?
10th year will be next year.
Yes.
We should write a book.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Man.
You'll read it?
Yeah.
See? She'll read it. Look.
As an icebreaker, I had a question that, while I was driving here, and I was struggling with it, and I just wanted to ask both of you guys this question.
Okay.
And here's the question was, would you rather be in an arranged marriage or be single the rest of your life? Arranged marriage. Or be single the rest of your life. What are your thoughts? Who want to take this one first?
Ooh, I don't know.
I mean, I trust my parents, but
I trust my parents.
probably not with a husband. I mean, a guy can probably put on the front, so you never really know who he is. And I don't want to be in a toxic marriage. So I would probably stay single.
Oh,
Probably.
Single,
It-
single forever,
Uh-huh.
forever.
forever. But good.
But I would rather be single because I would be miserable. What if it's like a miserable marriage?
True,
like,
true,
you know, that's
true.
detrimental to your health and, your mental.
Everything.
Yeah. And at least when you're single, you're free. You can do what you want to do. You don't have to ask permission,
True.
You living your life.
True.
So,
She's supporting her argument. Yeah.
I am.
yeah,
She is. She
I'm
really
be
is.
single. We single.
We single. Single forever. I'm a single, ladies.
forever. Okay, all right.
Ladies. Arranged marriage could be beautiful though. Like, I know some friends when I was in high school, they were getting ready to get into an arranged marriage. And one girl, she literally met her husband at 15. Like the parents set it up and she got to meet her husband at 15. So can you imagine a 15-year-old I'm meeting my
Nationality.
husband? She Korean.
Oh, she was Korean.
Is it Korean? Asian. 'Cause you
I
know-
mean,
Is it Asian?
her ethnic is Asian.
Asian, yeah. So
Right.
I don't know if she was Korean.
Okay,
So she was an Asian. She's in the Asian community,
Mhm.
and so yeah, she was like excited. She's like, at first she was nervous. She was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna meet him, and then I was like, but he wasn't Asian, so I don't know how that got set up. I don't know. So that's where it's like, what your parents really saying behind your backs? Like, oh, I don't trust my parents like that. Sorry, I love them, but I don't trust them like that. I wouldn't trust them like that. So for me, I think this is a hard one. I don't want to be single though.
Yeah, but
I don't want to be single. Oh, I
don't
would
know.
be in an arranged marriage,
All right, so Sister G.
even though I don't like the thought of it. I would be in an arranged marriage.
All right,
Okay.
so let me see. All right, single forever over here, and Sister Janika say arranged marriage.
But I don't know. Oh, that's
I
scary.
mean, you can be optimistic about it, I guess, and just think maybe it'll be
and
good, but
some could say, but you don't even know the person. How do you, you don't really talk and this and that.
you can get
So
to
how
know
do
the
you?
person
And
in
that's
a
the thing,
marriage.
like in a marriage, you don't really know a person when you get married. And I say this because I'm married. I didn't know my husband fully until we got married. And I'm like, oh,
That's true.
that's what you do? Oh, that's what we doing now? Like,
Yeah.
even though we was dating for, 2-3 years, I didn't fully know him. So going into a marriage with a random person, oh, wow, a random person. Okay, I'm done talking about it. I just don't want to talk about all the details because the more I go into the details, I feel like,
Yeah.
no, okay, I'll do arranged marriage.
All right.
That's it.
All right, well, all right, for me, here's how I look at it. I don't know, maybe because I know my parents a little bit, like I trust their judgment. I think I'm gonna go with arranged marriage.
Oh, you trust your
Not-
parents' judgment.
Yes, here's the reason why. Like I feel that my dad, when it comes down to the beauty, like I don't think he's gonna give me somebody that he knows that I won't like.
Okay.
So I think he
okay.
got me on the beauty.
Okay.
All right, I think
And
my
then your
dad.
mom?
Yeah, I think my dad will get me on that.
Okay.
In terms of content, like wisdom,
Okay.
because there are women, they look beautiful, but they don't have this. Like the mind is empty.
He said they can't be dumb.
Yeah, the mind is empty. Like it's not on full. But literally, I think like my mom, she has the right judgment when it comes down to that. I think that if she's drilling that person and to see where that young lady or where her mind is, I think she'll be like, oh, okay, she's a good person. And my mother will also know does she like to pray? My mother, she will
yeah.
go with all of that. My dad, as long as she look pretty, you're gonna be like, you got to say.
Wait, you don't even care about all the details.
So that's why I don't think if it's just my dad by himself, no, it has to be a combination of both. Like my dad will stick out the beauty and my mom will stick out the wisdom.
So if there's something that you want to tell a musician out there, or a young guy, a young boy, what is something that you will tell them right now before we end?
Consistency.
Okay.
If you're gonna do something, do it the right way. Don't do it your way. You feel me? And your way is gonna be the easy way. If it's easy, it's not the right way.
Ooh, nice.
Just like walking with God is not easy. Just because you're a new believer, don't expect it to be easy when you walk with Him, because stuff gonna get harder for you. You feel me? It's just your faith. He put you through that because He know you can handle it. So as a musician, get in the Word and stay focused and consistency. Stop hopping. It's not helping you, bro. Stop church hopping.
Yeah.
Stop. You hurt yourself. And as a musician, we the only ones that's still gonna have a job in heaven. I don't know much, but something my dad always told me. Yeah. If you're gonna do it, do it. You feel me? Because you're the only one that's gonna be playing music up there.
Wow. I like that.
So, that's a good analogy.
That's very good.
Get right.
Yeah, definitely. Or don't
do it.
Get left.
Or get left behind. Because
right.
I'm gonna do as much as I can
yeah.
But other than that.
Thank you so much, Jonathan. They never take let me read her comment. They never take the time to relate to them and understand them. They only focus on one party, and it's the good one. Facts. They don't think of the future. They don't think about the future. Haitian churches don't really connect with the youth.
Hey, I still love my Haitian churches now.
No.
My pretend Haitian church ain't getting out.
Yeah, and let's make that a point for real. No, but for real.
Clear now.
Haitian churches has great morals, has great culture, has a lot of great things. But if you're losing your youth in the Haitian churches, if you're losing your young adult in the Haitian churches, they need to do better. And I think it's all about the equipment that they don't receive so that they can do better.
Well, I mean, to add on to what you're saying, but c'est nous grand pile problème. Nous avons problème à gauche, nous avons problème à droite. This is the reason why I say, nous avons pile problème. We have a lot. I don't know if anybody can connect to what I'm saying. Am I telling the truth? Nous avons pile problème dans l'église. We're talking about personal growth or spiritual growth. So who should we hold accountable? Is it
ourselves?
Is it the pastors?
I don't know.
That we should be accountable for? They are the reason why we are not. Yeah, good.
Salia personnel, like the Bible say, ain't it? That's what the Zoe say, right?
The Zoe say.
So,
what? Salia?
No, he said, yeah.
Oh, salvation.
That, yeah.
I'm in the right context.
Yeah, good.
Oh, you got it.
I don't know those language.
No, go ahead, Jay.
Go ahead.
That's it. That's all I have to
say.
Okay.
So here's what I was saying. I'm saying, like, you know what? If we're talking about personal growth, spiritual growth, is it the pastors? Should we blame the pastors for lack of growing? Or should we blame ourselves? Should we blame the church? Who should we get the blame?
I don't think we could blame ourselves because because that's the question. That's our essential question. How can we grow spiritually, right? I don't think we could blame ourselves. For me, as a new believer, there's so much I know and so much I can do. If I'm a new believer, I'm like a child. I'm a baby. I need someone to equip me, to help me go into scripture, to help me know what scripture, when to apply the scriptures, so that I can grow into a teen, or to grow into a toddler, to grow into a child, to grow into a teenager. Like a lot of us, we talk about spiritual growth, but where is your growth? Are you still a baby? Because you're not being equipped? Like, I
disagree with you.
You really think anybody could be a new believer? But say, Brother Kimmy, listen to me. I understand you disagree with me. I know why you disagree.
I disagree with you.
I know why you disagree with me.
And I know what Jonathan is, but I disagree.
But let me tell you, you guys, there's so many comments. We gotta read the comments. But let me tell you why I say what I say. Let me tell you why I say what I say. Because say if there's a new person that comes to church, right? And like you said, pastors be so happy that they got 10 to 20 people up front. Woo, we had about this many people at the altar. What now?
Yeah, what do you do next?
Do they do what's to do next? Do they hand them a Bible? And if you hand a non-believer a Bible that's becoming a believer, do they read these scriptures and let us know what you feel about it? Is there accountability behind it? So if I say yes or no. I don't want to blame. Yes, no. I don't want to blame. I don't blame ourselves, because if I'm a baby that don't know, I have to learn these things.
But I feel like with God it's like a relationship, right? in a relationship. I mean, yeah, everybody know what a relationship is. Even if you're a believer, everybody been in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like since it's a new relationship, you should want to. I mean, yeah, you're gonna need the push and the drive for somebody to encourage you. Here's what to do. Here's this. But every relationship you want, it's some stuff you have to do to make that relationship build too.
Have came in already, so they're actually excited for homeschool.
Yeah, they are excited.
So I'm happy that they're excited.
Yeah, I think the elementary kids may be excited, but the middle school and high schoolers, I don't think.
They're not excited. They're not excited.
Yeah, they're not excited. But anyway, we have some tips for you guys. Like, you know what? Those of you guys who are getting back to school. Well, I think a lot of people's getting back to school.
Yeah.
This fall. And you know, all of us are going to give you a little tip on what to do, on how to succeed moving forward.
Definitely.
You want to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
So I know you guys are going back to school and it's a lot of e-learning happening. Some people are homeschooling. So our biggest tip right now for this time and this moment and this season that we're in right now is organization. And what do we mean by organization? Time management. So if anything that you do, make a schedule for yourself. Make a bedtime routine. Make a schedule where you'll actually wake up and not procrastinate and waking up. Don't wake up at 12 thinking you're gonna go get schoolwork done. At 12, the day is already done. Try to finish homeschool by 12. That's the goal that you should show. That you should do is try to finish doing all your schoolwork by 12 for today. So I know for me in our house, I'm gonna give them a schedule and a school worksheet. They're gonna have like a time thing on their wall where they gotta wake up a certain time, eat breakfast, go outside, stretch, and come back inside, shower, just so they could wake up, and then by 12 o'clock they should be done with all their schoolwork for the day. So that's one of the things for me in our house, and for you guys, it's organize yourself in a timely manner.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, what about you, Jeff? You got some?
For online school, waking up on time means you're late, so don't do that. I personally don't wake up on the first alarm, so I like to set several alarms prior to that.
How many alarms you be setting up?
Like 3.
Oh my goodness. Wait, do you snooze any of those alarms?
All of them. I snooze all of them until the third one. Like I said, 15 minutes apart. I snooze all of them.
Oh my goodness.
How many of you guys can relate to Jeffrey?
But like,
do you do that? Do you do that? Those of you guys who are watching, how many of you guys can connect to what you say?
If the class is at 8 o'clock, don't wake up at 8 o'clock. Wake up at like 7.
Yeah.
Give yourself some time to actually
definitely,
wake up.
Yeah.
So you can, if you want to sit down in bed, you can sit down in bed for like 15 minutes and get up. Don't wake up at 8 expecting to reach your class at 8. It's not gonna work.
Yeah,
it's not
definitely,
work.
definitely.
Yeah, most definitely. You know what? And my tip would be like, you know what? I don't know if you guys say it, but I think it's social media, man. Because you at home, there's no teacher right there behind you. So one thing that when you work on the computer, I know you have like several screens open. One screen for Teams. That's what Broward Public School use, Teams. Yeah. That's how the teachers, they get engaged with the students when they do a live class. But you have different browsers open. So once in a while, you're gonna go to your favorite. Yeah. And so you gotta avoid the distraction from social media. You gotta,
set a time where you're gonna be on social media. So maybe after 12, after you're done with your schoolwork.
What about removing the notification? Because sometimes the notification
turn your phone over. It really does help.
That does help. Wow.
Yeah, so,
do not disturb.
Because, every time you get them notifications, it's like I want to see what's going on. But,
definitely.
So that was our tips. As schools is
approaching,
to be open e-learning happening on starting August 19 right here in Broward County.
Today's topic though is that you have to want to change. You have to want to change for Christ. Like my parents, they would always go to church. Like I would always see the power of God. I always know what God can and cannot do. I always know the right from wrong. But until I had made the decision in myself that I don't want to be like this anymore, like I don't want to stay in the same position I was before, then that's when the change actually happened. The change isn't going to happen if you don't want it to happen. So, like your parents can force you to go to church every day, but if you go every day and not want to change, you're not going to. But you have to want to change inside you as a person and as like a whole to actually see the change around yourself. Like
yes.
you hold pressure inside of you. So if you change with good intentions inside of you, then people around you are gonna notice a change. You may not see, but people around you are gonna see. Like the atmosphere that you hold because of yourself, because of the change, is different from where you were before.
Come on, Jim.
Most of our youth are young adult in the church. You know, they live in that double life where they listen, like especially those who are in praise dance. They listen to a oh man. I might have some people on Facebook. Like,
they're not your friend anymore on Facebook.
But I see that happen. But here's what I'm saying: the worshipers, the praise dance, one advantage that they have is that they love listening to gospel music. It's just that, you know what, you know the gospel songs.
Yeah.
But also they love the other type of music.
Definitely.
So I think that, you know what, if they decrease, like for example, if I don't know how to trick your mind or whatever, but like, you know what, maybe in your car, in your house, like you do your playlist and you just keep going back to the gospel songs more often. And
instead of going
the
to
more
the
that you
secular
feed in
music.
your mind that positive music, and what's going to happen, there's going to be a regression on the negativity.
Yeah.
And so on. So I think that's what it will work. Versus somebody who doesn't listen to gospel songs at all. It would be a hard transition for them. But those of you guys who are in praise dance, who are in worship ministry,
Choirs.
it's easier for you. Yeah, in choir, it's easier for you because you're already listening to the gospel music. It's just that you're doing both.
Yeah.
But now God said He don't want you to do both. He wants you to do one. Focus on Him only. So that's something you can work on. And also, I think the environment.
Definitely.
If you change your friends like right away,
right
away that your speed change.
Ooh, I like.
Yeah. Change your friends, change your environment right away, and you're going to see that new attitude, new language. Why? Because you feed off from what you hear.
Brother Kimmy, you're pas content de n'entendre ça.
Don't
Like, not around this time. They're not going to try to change their friends around this time. But actually, during this pandemic, this is the perfect time to change your friends.
Yeah, it is.
Like, remove them and ask God. And you know what? That is another thing. We try to remove the people. We try to do all these things by ourselves. Like, we talk about changing our environment.
Yeah.
We talk about changing our music. You can't do it by yourself.
Yeah.
The
Ask
Spirit.
God to help you through it all.
Actually, the Holy Spirit.
The Holy Spirit. Ask him to help you through it all. Because you'll be amazed how your heart's desire is not going to be even want to listen to those things. Your heart desire is not going to even want to talk to that friend. Your heart desire is not going to want to call that one friend because you know that one friend is just always negative. You'll see how you want
And you say something that's very powerful because Paul actually said that in the text, to put away the old man and for you to have the new man. To put away the flesh, it's the work of the Holy Spirit.
Definitely.
Which is right.
Yeah.
Like
So-
that.
Yeah.
It is your boyfriend on the beat.
There was a lot of a lot of young people who grew up with me. They did not pass high school. They did not, they didn't even go to college. They couldn't really reach where God intended to bring them because their surrounding corrupted them. All right.
So sad.
So, I want you to talk to this generation and tell them, like, how to choose a better company. Because if we tell them, don't choose bad company because your destiny is on the line.
Yeah.
So if you want to reach where God intended for you to reach, your environment, your surrounding, definitely you got to make sure that it's positive, right? It's going like you guys are on the same mission, same goals, right? So how will they choose somebody?
A better company?
Yeah, better company instead of bad.
First thing first, please think about the quality that you want in your company, your surrounding, in a friendship, a relationship, whatever it is. Think about the quality that you want in it. All right? Second thing is to be surrounded by people that think like you. So, like-minded people. So, let's see. If you want to be a business person, hang out with business people, right? Let's see. Want to be a pastor? Hang out with pastors. Hang out with people that are like that you want to become. Third thing is to, like, whenever you get into a friendship or a relationship, whatever it is, please monitor their behavior because their behavior will give you some hints and clues to see will this company continue to go farther. You feel me? And please be selective of who you
choose as a friend or a spouse or anything. You just must choose wisely, because your company could build you or corrupt you. So you must select your people wisely.